All right, what's next? You said like
So slash
UFF?
UUF. Unhalted unit frames. UUF.
Okay, I'm there. Do
And
I
then
watch your stream? Wait.
you don't have to. So you want to open up that text. I should probably send it. Go and open up that text doc quick.
All right. Okay.
So copy all of that text, crazy codes, and then back in WoW, in the UUF, like tab that popped up. There's a tab on the far right. It's called Addons.
Okay.
Bottom of the tab, there's a spot that says import string. Bottom of the text field where you can type, but instead of typing all that in, just paste it. And then hit the button to the right that says import.
What do I name it?
You could just name it whatever. We'll just use this as like a get started. So name it however you like. I just called mine this week because it's specifically the one I have.
It got really big. Like crazy big.
What did?
Everything.
Okay. Is it your? Like if you look at my screen, is it just your target frames, party frames, like
It
your
like
player self?
it zoomed into everything.
Oh,
What the
funny.
fuck?
Okay. It's probably just the UI scale. So do slash UUF. And then on the general tab, there's a checkbox right at the very top. The very first thing there is UI scale. Go ahead and turn that on and play with that slider. Probably
Oh my
bringing
God.
it down.
It's still good.
Yeah. I have I'm 32 inch 1440p. If you're on a laptop, you're probably just a smaller, but same resolution maybe? I don't know.
All right. Fixed it.
Okay. And then, so like at the bottom of your screen, or in like the middle, you've got the good old player bar, right? Like your health.
My health?
Yeah, like what do you see in the middle of your screen? Like if you look at my stream right now, you'll see I've got party frames here on the left. Yours, this is just the regular Blizzard stuff, so I'm sure that this is still right. Let's check. Yeah. But like down here in the middle of your screen, like do you see like this is like my health bar here.
I
Is
think it's
yours
behind some other stuff.
okay. Let's go to escape. We'll go to add-ons. And you normally don't use any other add-ons, right? Other than BGE, which isn't available yet.
Yeah, that's it, mostly.
So you can just go ahead and like turn off all of them, and we'll just use frame color and plater and unhalted.
Wait,
unit
I actually
frames.
had some.
Oh,
I have a lot actually.
Oh, nice.
What do I do? I disable all of them?
Yeah, if you want to disable all, and then we could just go in it, just kind of one add-on at a time. Because each of these does a very specific thing. So, like, you won't get, like, if you want to do one particular thing, you do it in this one particular add-on. So, like, there's not an add-on that does all of it. So, we can go over it, like, one by one by one. So, we will keep unhalted unit frames, frame color.
Wait. Okay, I see frame color. What were the other ones? Plater.
Plater, frame color, and unhalted unit frames. Those are the three that we're gonna work through first.
I don't see unhalted.
When you typed /UUF, something came up, right?
Yeah.
Then it's currently on, so I wouldn't be too concerned. We'll just turn off all of the other ones and...
Now when I type in UUF, it doesn't come out.
Okay. So...
Since I disabled everything.
Oh, like you hit the disable.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's... If you look on my screen really quick... So, like, do you have these drop downs?
Yeah.
Okay. So, UU unhalted development is like the drop down for it. So you'll have to like do the drop down and then check the box to put it on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay, and then just do the /reload in chat if it doesn't automatically do it.
Okay.
So now, as far as Blizzard stuff, we just need to do Blizzard export. Another text file. In this text file, we are going to be like, let me know once you're like copied that, I guess. That one over. that file opened up.
All right.
Cool. So then we'll press escape. Click on edit mode.
Okay.
There's at the very top something called layout and a drop down box. Click
Yeah.
that little drop down box and do import, and that's where you're going to paste that text file.
Do I put character specific or?
That's up to you. So this would be like if you check that box, you're basically going to have to re-download this on every single one of your characters.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I don't do that. When I do play certain characters, the only thing that I change is just wherever my party and raid frames are. Because like if I'm on a healer, I want them closer. If I'm on a DPS, I don't even care to see them.
Guess what? It's saying I have to.
For now. Wait, it's saying that you have to check that box?
Yeah. Whatever. It's fine.
Interesting. Well, that's odd. We'll figure that out here in a little bit. Alright, so now what's on your screen should look pretty darn tootin' similar to mine. Right?
Yeah, it does. That was easy. Thank you.
Yep. So now, is there anything about what you have on your screen right now specifically that you want to change? Because then we can change it here before we look at plater stuff. Because right now, it's basically just like your action bars, player frame, which is like your main health bar in the middle of your screen. And then you've got your party frames to your left, and then target frame on the right. Underneath that far right frame is your target of target. So like if you target yourself, you'll see that below the smaller one is like your target, right? If you right click yourself, set yourself as focus, you'll see that your focus is a little bit lower and to the left of the target's target. So that way, like, kind of all of your visibility is all right there if it's ever needed. Do you want to move any of that by chance? For how it looks on your screen?
I can't use edit like how I normally do, or
Not for your edit window pretty much right now is just going to be for your party frames and your action frames and damage meter. If you'd like to change something, I can walk you through it.
It's too far away.
I kind of miss seeing the character instead of just my health.
So, like the profile picture there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So /UUF. Do you want to see it on like yourself and the target, or just
Yeah.
yourself? Both.
The target too, yeah.
Okay. So there's a tab called Player. Should be able to click on that.
Mhm.
There's a tab then underneath called Portrait.
Okay.
Enable the portrait, and now you can see a cool little picture of yourself. If you'd like it to rather just be like a class icon, like or like druid, like there's a checkbox for that. Otherwise, it's just going to be an image of your person, just like it would have been on Blizzard's.
Okay.
Do you like the positioning of it? Do you want it bigger, smaller? In this, there's layout and positioning underneath where you can change. Like you can move it to the left of your frame, to the far right of your frame, up and down, however you like. You can make it bigger, smaller, height, width, sliders.
Wow.
However, like you have that configured, you would just do the exact same thing, just on the target tab at the very top. And if you wanted to, you could even do it to target of targets. Nope, I guess not target of target. Again, for focus though. The player, target, and focus can all have the player portraits. I think that's standard.
All right.
So once you're satisfied with that portrait, we can move on to the next thing.
Okay.
Satisfied?
Yeah.
Cool. What else do you miss, or that you used to see that you're seeing that you're missing and kind of want back, and type stuff? And feel free, like, I don't know if you're over by target dummies, but I always configure UIs at target dummies, and then I go into a follower dungeon just to configure it within a dungeon, and then I go into the training ground in battlegrounds just to see how it looks in, like, 10-man beat, like BGs and things like that. Arenas I haven't done yet, but
I think it looks good as is.
okay. Cool. So you don't want to move any of those. As far as, like, if you look at my screen right now, I went and clicked on the boss tab. So have you ever found, like, when do you do like raids or dungeons really, or nah?
Not anymore, no.
Okay, then don't worry about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for UUF. The frame color, if you look at the bottom, your action bars there. See how, like, it's just a little bit darker?
Yeah.
That's what frame color is. It just kind of makes things kind of pop a little bit more.
Yeah.
And if you really want to kind of configure, like how I have my screen, so I don't know if you can tell, but, like, my character looks pretty vibrant, pretty colorful, like all colors stand out to me. If you want to kind of see what I'm talking about, you can go to options, go to graphics, I think. Yeah, graphics. Down there under systems, and then scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and you'll see 3 sliders at the bottom of, like, that little slider section, and one's called contrast. Bump that contrast up to like 65 or 70. Right? Don't know, 60 to 65, 70 kind of gives you a better, like, almost like your graphics just looked better.
All right.
So you can dabble with that too, see if you like that. And then, cool. Next is Plater. So Plater, you're gonna want to come over to the training, or like the punchy bags, whatever you want to call this, or somewhere in the. Are you in Stormwind? I'm over by the training dummies. Because right here we can see really, really well enemy player and enemy NPC, I'm pretty sure. Like, we can see what it would look like in a battleground without having to be in the battle later. Cool, I see. Right on. So, do you play with friendly names or friendly health bars? Like on the player field, like what I've got kind of going on?
I don't really have anything
If you
except
press...
PG enemies.
Okay. If you press like Shift V,
Nothing happens.
press it again, like twice. Does anything happen?
Oh, it says turned off and turned on.
Yep. And so like when you're looking at myself, like right in front of you, does like the name of myself just pop up?
It's gone.
Or it's gone and then it comes back?
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you like seeing the character's name above your
Always.
friendlies? Always. Do you want a health bar there as well? Or no? Because like you're not really a healer, like, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Just root the guy that's hitting them? Probably. Right?
Yeah, I'm not a healer. What do you suggest?
Like, as long as personally I am trying to get used to playing with friendly nameplates, or at least the friendly names, just because I find in battlegrounds, especially battlegrounds, even arenas sometimes, I don't even know where my team is at. Like, I'm just like, where the hell is everybody? Because I always just kind of stare at my player frames, mainly because I'm a healer, but I've noticed with it turned on, and at least having the ability to tell the class, like if you look at my screen right now, you can see I've got the player's name, their health bar, and then their class off to the left. If you like this, but instead of having a health bar there, you just want their name and like their player class, we can do that in Plater.
How would that look?
Let me show you demo.
What's going on, everybody? This is Miss. I haven't checked right now, and into midnight. I like how this is a
2
battle.
seconds. Let me find it. All right, so you should see my screen. It's got YouTube up right now.
Yeah.
So you'll see this like hunter, monk. See how it's just like a circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would look kind of like that.
I don't like that.
Okay. So then no worries. And since you're not a healer, having the health bars there probably isn't helpful information. It might just be extra clutter for you, so we kind of leave that. When you're looking at this target dummy though, and you press V, not Shift V, but just V, toggling it on and off for enemy frames. Do you have a health bar above them? Do you normally play with a health bar above your enemies?
I guess not, because there's no health bar.
Oh.
I just had everything like default.
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah, that's fine. So if you look at my screen, again, I'll show you like what you can do, and then we can go from there. 'Cause, like, if you look here on my screen, I've got 3 PvP dummies. The target that I have is like very lit up white with arrows, so I know I'm targeting this guy. But
Okay, I need that.
See. Okay, cool. Give me a second here.
How do I open that? Later?
/Plater.
Alright. Right.
I'm gonna send you another file. We'll take my profile and then we'll just remove things and then I'll show you how to customize what's left.
Okay.
So I just sent you another file. And then if you've got the WoW window open and you're looking at /plater, there's a tab called profiles off to the right. It's like the third row, 5th column, 6th column. And there's a spot for import profile on the left hand side towards the top.
Alright, I imported it and I see the thing, but the text is kind of not legible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I, for some reason, can read that. I don't know why, but that's what makes my eyes feel good. So we can change the font. We can change all that. The normal font, for some odd reason, like, just looks really weird. So, first, let's turn off the friendly stuff that you don't like. So, if you press Shift V right now, you probably see some stuff that you don't like, right? Any health bars and stuff like that?
Let me think about that. Wait. It's only for friendly, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, I don't need that.
Okay. /plater.
Or should I leave it off and then it's just the names like how I'm used to? And then if I want it on, I just press Shift V.
Yeah, if you like, yeah, that's just fine.
Okay.
So then you want to change, for sure we want to change as far as these target dummies nameplates. We want to change the font for sure, right?
Yeah, what are my options?
So there's like 20 different fonts. We can change colors, we can change shapes, shadows. So if you are in Plater, we're going to click on Enemy NPC. And what's great is we're going to configure enemy NPC the exact same way that you're going to want to see enemy players. And we only have to configure it once, and we can just copy it over to the other profile for PvE and PvP. You only configure it once, which is nice.
Okay.
So you found the tab called Enemy NPC?
Yeah.
Perfect. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see something called NPC name text, name only. It's like the third option down on the far left. That's where you can change your font and text size. Oh, these are triggering as the players.
I can't preview?
You should be able to preview with these dummies, right?
No, it's still that weird font. It looks like it says pup or pop training.
Okay. We're gonna instead hit the tab called Designer. It's the technically the very last one if you were to look at this all like left to right, the far bottom. And in Designer, you'll see some options on the left-hand side. We're gonna click on Unit Name.
Okay.
And on the far right, you're gonna see like a little preview of what your stuff would look like.
Ooh.
And in that little window, if you look up just a little bit below the word designer, there's a drop down box. We want to make sure that we're on enemy and NPC.
We are. Okay.
Perfect. So click on unit name on the options on the left, and then this is where you can go in and change the font. Sorry about that. That's odd.
So much better.
Yeah, so you can change your font, shadows, colors. You can anchor it with, like, you can put the name below the health bar or the name above the health bar or far left. Like, you can move the name in relation to the health bar. So feel free to play around with the options there for unit name, and then let me know when you're done. I'm gonna grab a drink and run to the bathroom, so I will be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
I'm still choosing.
Yeah, there's a lot of fonts, isn't there? I like the font mock, actually. Okay.
Looks kind of like on my screen, like Matisse vibes, like Halloween or like a horror movie.
Yeah. Nightmare Before Elm Street font, like from
Yeah.
the title film. Yeah.
Oh no. They have a Harry Potter one.
Wait, where?
It's called Harry P and it's above mock.
Oh wow, that's hilarious. That is so funny.
I just want legible, like easiest to read. I'm just gonna go with the first one, 2002.
There you go. And then you can change the color as well. I normally recommend white because the only class that's hard to like visibly see in PvP is priest. And then
Okay.
normally there's only a couple of priests, but I also put a shadow on. And I think by default, if you copied my profile, the shadows should be on. So you'll see like that the white stands out because it has a black background.
So I might confuse this with a priest. Is what you're saying?
No, like, so if you look at my stream really quick.
Okay.
You see how this, like, the health bar for these three PvP is white,
Yeah.
and over here it's yellow.
Hmm.
So yellow in PvP, how this will look is your health bar of your enemies will be their class color.
So like a rogue.
So
Okay.
rogue is yellow, warlock's purple, monk's green, just like it is in party frames. So
Okay.
So when you're looking at a priest nameplate, their class color is white. So white
Okay.
text on white background is that's the only time where it's really hard to see their name very clearly.
Okay.
Anything else about that particular frame that you're looking at right here?
Looks good.
Do you track any like cast Moonfire on these guys really quick, or whatever your spells are? Just start kind of pumping some damage, and let me know if you want to change anything.
I can just exit, right?
Yeah, just
Or
press
okay.
yeah, escape.
I'm out of range.
Now what?
Just like go through your normal locations. See if there's anything else there.
Oh, this thing kind of changed.
What one?
The
What
order
thing?
of stuff. Okay.
Order of what
Yeah, like
stuff?
the stuff I had at the bottom is now at the top. The spells. That's fine. I'll figure it out.
The debuffs? Like when you're casting, right? The debuffs that you put on the players? Holy crap, you just killed that thing. Are you used to seeing the debuffs on the nameplates or on the target frame? Is that what you're referring to? What one?
I really like this. I've never had that before. That's really helpful.
The one on the nameplate or the target frame? Because target frame's turned off, I believe. So like you shouldn't see any debuffs popping up on your target frame on the right hand side of your screen, but you should on the nameplates right
Yeah.
above the enemy.
The nameplate, yeah.
Yeah. How it flows.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay. The only other thing is if you don't do friendly, then don't worry. Okay, so we need to make this work for your PvP now. So do /plater. And this time we're gonna click into enemy player tab.
Okay.
On the left hand side there's an option called general settings, and then it gives you like the word copy and then a drop down. Go ahead and do that from that drop down. just go in there and just select, you know, enemy NPC, because that's the one that
It says copy setting from enemy NPC to enemy player. And then it says yes or no.
yes.
Okay.
So now, enemy player for you to see it better. So now, do you like the way that looks?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, cast your spells on me. Let's just make sure that you make how it works when you're actually trying to kill it.
It's so good. This is awesome. I have something I want to change though. I changed my mind about the location of my, what is it called? Like the person I'm targeting, and then their focus on the person you're targeting. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So that's press escape in case you're in anything. We're gonna go into /UUF.
Okay.
So unit frames is player frame, which is the one that's in the middle of your screen for your own health bar, mana bar, your target of target, pet, focus, and focus target. Those are unit frames. So anytime that you're thinking of like changing one of those boxes, that's going to be /UUF. Party frames, raid frames are going to be in normal Blizzard enemy, just so you know.
Okay.
So we're going to go /UUF, and you wanted to move the targeting one?
Yeah, who I'm targeting and then who you're targeting. Like if I click on it.
Okay. So we'll start first with the target tab. And then, unfortunately, this one you can't like move with just picking it up. It sucks.
And I kind of can't move the UUF thing so I can see it.
You should be able to click on.
Oh wait, I can.
Yeah,
I got it.
you should. Okay, so you can click and move just like what we did with that frame, right? With the add-on frame, but you can't with these frames for some odd reason. So when you click on target, there's a tab now below that's called frame. That's your actual like square frame, right? So this is where you can make it wider, make it taller. So if you want to change the width and height while we're in here, feel free. Mine looks a little off. There we go. And then there's, once you're satisfied with like your dimensions of your target frame, there's positioning. So you have X position, which is left and right on your screen, and Y position, which is up and down. You can use that slider to give you kind of like a good feel to get started, and then you can actually type in a digit below hand based upon where it is currently. Like let's say you want to take off like 5 units and make it a little bit more to the left, you could just subtract or add 5 more to that value there, if that makes sense. So once you're done with that, and you're kind of satisfied, if there's anything else that you want to do with that particular square, let me know too, because we're in this tab, and whatever changes we make here, again, we can make it to the target too.
How do I add the healing? The healing done at the top left. Like how you have it.
Oh, this? Yeah. That's super easy. That's just standard Blizzard stuff. That's the damage meter within Blizzard UI. It's kind of if you press escape, go to options. On the left hand side, there's gameplay enhancements, and then you can like scroll down a little bit. There's one called damage meter.
Okay.
You can also
Where's the
just
healing?
the healing. Oh yeah. First turn on damage meter. And wherever it is on your screen, it should be in the top left corner by default, right?
It is, yeah.
Perfect. So you just, on the left side, you could hit that drop down and change it from damage, damage done, damage, DPS, damage, damage taken. Like, it gives you all of your options right there.
But how do I make it so I have
Like
the health and, yeah, and damage?
So then you just go hit that gear on the far right and hit create new window. Now it'll give you two, and then you can configure one for, like, I do HPS and DPS because I like to know that I'm doing good, and then I also like to know who I should really focus on healing from a damage perspective, because if I'm in a BG and there's 4 warlocks getting or like pummeling a rogue, and that rogue never does any damage, like, why should I waste my time healing him? I'll just heal straight.
What's HPS?
Healing per second. So you got your damage per second, healing per second. Again, you can hit the drop down, like that little triangle that points down in the top left corner, and there's, like, if you want other damage metrics or other healing metrics or like actions, dispels. That's how I was able to see that I had 72 dispels that one game. Yeah, I definitely wasn't counting each time.
Wow. Okay.
So you can have that however you want. You know, if you want both, great. If not, you know, it's just about whatever you like to kind of keep in the back of your mind, but still have at the front of your screen, but off to the side type thing.
To move my spells, that's in edit mode, or
You're like moving like your spell from
the
like,
action
your
bar?
grid. Oh yeah, so if you want to move your action bars, that's edit mode, yes.
Oh, okay. So we're done, right?
Yeah, do you like when you're in combat with me? You were fine with that?
Yeah. Yeah. It looks
and
great.
Did you move the target of target as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And then press escape, go to add-ons, and I would recommend putting Baginator. Okay, so let me show you my bag UI. I don't know, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. So by default, this is like what yours looks like, probably, right?
No.
Do you actually have like all bag, like
Yeah.
all 6 of the bags? Okay, no worries. Let me show you what Baginator can do.
Okay.
When it's partnered with Syndicator, I think is what it was called. So this is my bags. There's 2 options when this boots up. I chose this option. The other option is what you just saw, where my bag is just one big old bag. This option in particular makes it so I only see what I actually got, and if I don't ever care about looking at equipments, like my gear that I have, because maybe I have to carry like 4 sets of gear, which is impossible these days in age. So I have like 4 or 5, but I can close that. Say I don't care about crafting stuff, I can close that too. You know, shows I have 126 empty slots for my bags, 25 for reagents, I've got potions, food, I can search. My keystone will always be here. You can click on my, this is what it would look like if I was in my bank. In the guild bank, it would look like something like that over here. I can see what's, in all of my characters' bags whenever I log into them.
Wow.
This is so helpful for being like, oh, I think I got some bloodstones on the other character. Super, super helpful.
All right, I'll use it.
Okay.
Which one is it?
So go into your add-ons, so escape, add-ons, Baginator, and Syndicator. This will also give you information on your tooltips. And how many of an item you have across all of your characters. So you don't necessarily need to be on that one character screen. So just hover.
No, I can't find Baginator.
It'll be under the inventory section. So if you see a drop down for inventory.
Thank you.
Yep. And then you might as well just turn on speedy loot. If you like when you loot something, does it seem like it takes a moment to actually like load and loot?
Yes.
Turn on speedy loot then.
And Syndicator?
Yeah, so Baginator, Syndicator, and Speedy Loot.
Okay. Is that it? Or
Let's look at the rest. I would also recommend Liz Move and no auto close. So right underneath Speedy Auto Loot, which is under Loot, there's another drop down called User Interface.
Got it.
So we got those
What is
on.
this? What does it do?
So no auto close. Have you ever been to like a vendor and like you've got your character, like you have like your C panel up because you're checking out your PvP gear, and then you walk up to the PvP vendor to buy shit, and then your character panel closes automatically, and then you got to open it back up to even like see what piece of PvP gear you should even buy?
Yeah.
If you've ever had that, get no auto close.
Okay.
I'm all
right.
about trying to make things convenient, and Blizz Move just lets you move like your character frame, your map frame, like your quest frame, so that way you can actually just move things on your screen, which is nice.
You're recording this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
This is gonna help so many people. It's awesome.
I hope so.
Okay.
And you don't care about cooldowns, like tracking cooldown manager?
I mean, should I?
I mean, I don't know. Okay, so let me ask you this question. Do you find yourself constantly staring at your action bars to tell your brain, like mentally process whether or not, hey, do I have trinket available right now, or do I need to be careful? Like, do I have my defensive? Do I have my like big cooldowns where I can go in and like just zerg people?
I am always looking at it.
Does it strain your neck? Like when you're playing, do you find that like that look down at your action bar is like detracting you from the middle of your screen, focusing on what's happening? Do you find yourself getting kicked, stunned, or like there's a rogue on you and you had no idea constantly because you're staring at your spells?
All right, let's turn it on.
Okay, so Arc UI might help here. So let's turn that on. And then let's hit reload UI at the bottom, because now we've hit an add-on that we want to actually go through and configure. So we'll go ahead and hit reload UI once we have that checked. And now you'll have something in the middle of your screen. And let me know once you've got the thing in the middle of your screen.
Yeah.
So we're going to fix settings and reload.
Ooh. It's kind of a lot.
It is right now. Don't worry.
We can move it?
we're gonna do a whole bunch of things. This part's really fun.
Okay.
So we're gonna press escape. Go to options. Gameplay enhancements. We're gonna scroll down. And there's a section a little bit down called cooldown manager. We want to go into advanced cooldown settings.
Okay. I'm there.
Okay, so from here, you've got like cooldown settings, right? A bunch of like icons of your spells, essential cooldowns at the top, an area for utility cooldowns, and an area for not displayed. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What I would recommend doing, this is what I do on every character, just to start from a clean slate. It's always been. I personally right-click on every single icon that is up there at the top, under essential and under utility, and I right-click each icon and hit remove from bar. And then we'll go through and add them back once we like kind of process like its usage. If that makes sense. So go through essential cooldowns, utility cooldowns, right click all of those, get those off, and we'll add them back as we go. We can do the same thing on the right hand. There's a tab with a lightning bolt, you know, Harry Potter style, and it's called buffs. And we can click on that and do the exact same thing. Right click everything that's there at the top and get rid of that. Right click, add to or whatever it's called. Remove from bar. Sorry.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna click on buffs. We'll start with buffs, okay?
Oh wait.
So-
When I click on the Harry Potter thing, I have to remove those as well.
Yeah.
Like right click. Okay. Sorry.
Nope, you're fine. I'm just taking you through my process, and I feel like I'm autistic, so sorry if this is like overwhelming you.
No, it's really good. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so we'll start on that buffs tab.
Wait,
So-
I have my trinkets there. Did I
Yep.
miss something?
Nope, we'll get rid of that. We can move that, get rid of that. That's separate.
Okay.
It's a part of the add-on. We're technically not even to the add-on yet. This is all just standard Blizzard stuff so far. But we're gonna use the standard Blizzard stuff to feed some spell tracking data to the add-on, and then we'll go from there. So first, this is your buffs. So think about like I'll give you an example for myself. So if I have Fortifying Brew, you know, my wall, my stone skinner thing. If I
Okay.
press Fortifying Brew at the bottom of my screen, it is a ticking bar that counts down for me, so that way I know, hey, my defensive is gonna run out soon. Do you have any spells like yourself, like Barkskin, or I don't know druids at all, so I'm sorry, but I know Barkskin. Do you have any things like that you care about tracking, whether it's in PvP or PvE type content?
Cooldowns that I'm always tracking.
Yeah, like
Oh,
is
A
there
lot of
any
them.
type of buff? Okay, so give me an example of a buff that you care to track.
a buff?
Yeah, like I don't know, like when I don't know a druid. What's your main cooldown that you use, like your main spell?
I use Fury a lot. I use Incarn a lot. And then like when I'm running flag, I'm always checking that. like when it's up, the cooldown for that.
Okay. And you're finding yourself looking at your action bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Don't worry.
I mean, it works, sort
Yeah.
of.
Definitely. So let's grab from this screen over at the bottom. You should have something down there at the bottom that says incarnation.
Yeah.
And we can grab that and we can move it as a tracked bar.
Okay.
So that one specifically will, when you press incarnation, it will show you, because that's like if you press it right now, you should see on your screen a bar start sliding. Right.
Yeah.
Alright. So now you want to track the cooldown. So back on that cooldown settings window, we're going to click on the spells, the little stopwatch, and now we're going to track the cooldown for it. So we'll go back to that tab. Underneath the not displayed, we'll search for the icon for incarnation, and we'll just drag that up to essential cooldowns, or we can put it under utility cooldowns. Whatever one you want, it doesn't matter.
That's really good. Okay.
Okay. Is there any other defensive that you use where if you're carrying the flagged, you probably want to know when bark skin runs out, or because then you would probably go into bear form or something? I don't know. Do you care about tracking that defensive or no?
Can I move the position of
Oh yeah.
the stuff?
We're going to be able to move everything anywhere on the screen. They don't need to touch. They don't need to be next to each other. If you want them 20 inches apart, we can put them 20 inches apart.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is just... What we're doing right now is we're just populating the list of things that we want to track. Is it a spell? And if so, do we want to track that cooldown? Or is it a buff that we gain from a spell, like incarnation? When you track the cooldown, you know that it's going to be available in 30 seconds, and then it's going to last when you use it for 15 seconds. You'll be able to track that too. So with that kind of concept in mind, what other spells and abilities do you want visually seen more available to you, so you don't have to look at the bottom of your screen?
This is fine. I can add them later.
Yep.
I just want to move them really bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's go into that. So from here, we're going to type in /arc UI /ARC UI.
All right.
And from here, you can kind of move arc off to the side of your screen.
Okay.
And now if you click on edit mode, drag groups, if you hit drag groups, you should only have one thing in each group, right?
Yeah.
So the one that's under buff, you can just drag that wherever you want. Currently, the only thing that you're tracking as a buff duration, it's going to show up as a bar, and I'll show you how to move that separately. But the essential and utility, whichever one you put in incarnation in, feel free to move those, and you can move all of the other little blocks however you'd like, but specifically that bar that you saw on your screen, this bar gets moved by the Blizzard edit mode, just so you know, under cooldown management for those particular bars. Everything else is done within Arc UI. But if you really have your stuff configured where you have a lot of like spells that you're tracking, what's really nice with this is I could grab one of these icons if I'm in edit mode, and I can just take it out of its grouping, and I can move that icon wherever I want on my screen, and it stays there.
Okay.
This is probably the coolest thing about this add-on, because I can literally position icons on my screen wherever I want, not necessarily, like, you don't have to be grouped.
Okay.
So once you're done with that, I know earlier you mentioned you're seeing your trinkets. Do you want your trinkets to be visible? If not, we can get rid of that as well.
Oh, I can move them.
Yeah, yep, yeah, you can move the individual icon, or you can move that entire group by clicking on that drag groups checkbox. Or you can select that little move icon in the top left corner, and that turns the drag feature on and off as well.
Perfect. Okay. I guess that's it.
Okay. From here, do you want your trinkets tracked or not?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Nope, that's totally fine. So that's that add-on.
Oh, wait. I just X out. How do I get back to that window?
To
Where I
add things to
begin
that
them.
list.
Yeah.
Yep, so you can do it actually from ARC. If you type in ARC UI, and you're on that, like the opening page, there's one of these red buttons in like the top sections called Open CD Manager, and it pops up right at the top.
I don't see that. Let me see your screen.
So /ARC UI should default to the icons tab and then the groups tab, and then there's a red button called Open CD Manager.
All right.
Oh, I messed my own stuff up. Darn it. Sorry, I was just tweaking my own real quick. Okay, so that's how you like kind of can add things and move things around with your cooldowns and buffs, and obviously your trinket icons. Those bars that are at the bottom of your screen when you pop like your buffs, that's the buff bar section. So if you're in that cooldown manager and you add another thing to that buff bar area, it'll automatically appear below your big health bar. So above your action bars, but below your main HP bar.
Okay.
So that part's done. Cooldown's done. Let's press escape. Let's go back to add-ons. I use Auctionator, especially like when I came back for season 3, learning like that that there's something called crafting for PvP gear. It was cool. I use that to scan the auction house. I then can find stuff. With the new expansion coming out, gold is a thing. I don't know. Feel free to turn that on as you would like. That's up to you. Nothing to do with UI.
I turned it on.
Narcissus?
Yeah.
Feel free to turn that one on real quick, as well as all of the small little things that are underneath it. And hit reload UI.
Okay. That's it?
Sorry. Again, tweaking my... I'm sorry.
Oh.
What did we just do? Narcissist.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yep, okay. So type /AFK.
All right.
Anything?
No.
Press escape. Go to add-ons. There's nothing else in that narcissist. There's like one checkbox and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 underneath it.
I clicked them all.
And then you click the main one too.
Yeah.
Okay, hit reload you.
All right. Nothing's happening.
No worries. Okay. So now to escape options. Let's turn on. Top of those options at the above. There's a tab called Games. Top left corner. There's another tab called Master. And click on Narcissus.
Mm-hmm.
Panel. Right to the top. Inside. Third option down. With that box checked, now type /AFK.
Do I click the one below it that says after a cancelable delay?
Nope.
No. Okay. Oh.
So now does something cool happen?
Yeah. That's so cool.
So you can get to that. So like anytime that like you go AFK, go to the bathroom, whatever. When you come back to your screen, it'll look
Wow.
It's really nice. And sometimes you kind of just want to like see that screen. If like let's say you're talking about your character, or you just want to see an overview of your character. Sometimes you just want to get to that screen without typing /AFK, or if you need to go AFK. So if we go back to options, that add-ons tab, navigate to Narcissus again.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the option for control panel, there's hotkeys. And then the first checkbox is open.
Wait.
Yep, you're okay.
Control panel.
Sorry. Underneath where it says character panel.
Oh, okay.
You have an
Character.
option for hotkeys. And then there's an option, a checkbox for open Narcissus by double tapping C. Since C is your natural character button, you still want to use that. But if you want to see like all of your details all at once, you can double tap it and it brings you to that screen. And then while you're at this window, double check and make sure that you have exit narcissist by pressing escape, because when you are AFK and it pulls up that screen, whenever you wiggle your mouse or jump, you know, your character is no longer AFK, so it no longer is in that mode. But when you open it, like by choosing to open it, you also need to choose to close it. So
Okay.
pressing escape is always a good way to do it.
Thank you.
When you're in narcissist, by double tapping C, feel free to browse this at any time, but this is a full overview of your character gear. It will highlight tier pieces, different colors, as you can tell. Your legendaries a different color, epics, your tier pieces, any type of enchant that you have on your piece. Will also let you know if you are missing pieces. Sorry, not pieces, but like missing enchants, missing gem slots, crap like that. So again, going into a new expansion, really good to be able to track that and kind of like, you know, yeah, visualize that. On the right hand side, you've got in the center a really weird like orange thing. This is like where it talks through your tier bonuses, and it'll let you know, do you have your 2 set or your 4 set bonus? It'll let you know what your bonuses even are based upon your spec, which is cool. Shows your equipped item level. Hover over it, you get your PvP, and then your renowned summary. I'm not a person who cares about that, so I don't use it. But the main thing, obviously, is this giant grid of all of your character stats. It's just a kind of a cleaner way of viewing it than on your character panel as naturally. It also gives you a nice graph to kind of say really quickly that you're at. On my screen, I'm very clearly at pace and burst. Like, that's where my primary is, you know. So, leech, movement speed, you can still hover over it, I'll give you tooltip. Above that main panel with stats is also primary sets, mythic plus.
Wow.
Like kind of tabs. Your primary tab shows you all of your bottom talents from each possible column that you have selected. So it's a really good, quick overview of what your spec is. And then you can click on sets, and you can change your equipment sets if you like. And Mythic Plus, you can look at your best season runs, kind of all of your stats for that tab.
Okay.
There is about a million other things you can use that add-on for, like taking cool screenshots and making your character like do things on your screen and positioning your specific character in like an optimal spot for a screenshot, even though like you physically can't stand in the sky or dance in the sky, but I could like literally put my character in the sky and type /dance, and now I can take a photo of that if I wanted to. Just weird things like that. I've never used it, but that is kind of the main use for it. I just like it for when I go AFK or want to check out my character with a nice pretty view.
Yeah, I'll just use it for the AFK thing.
If we go back to your add-ons, so escape options or escape add-ons, the only 2 left that I don't have turned on, because I've been turning them on as you do, is specifically mini CC. What that does, if you care to track this puts a icon in the middle of your party frames or raid frames. So like you could see that I was stunned or silenced or sheeped, cycloned, whatever, right? As a healer for myself, I find it nice. If you find it valuable, we can go through that config. Otherwise, feel free to keep it disabled.
I think I want to try it.
Okay. Go ahead and turn it on and hit reload.
Alright.
So from here, we'll type /mini cc.
Okay.
And why is this? Okay, there it is. So now you should see it on your screen at the bottom. There's an option for test.
Okay.
Turn that on, and that way you should get like a kidney shot logo, right?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Yours, I don't know if it's by default ginormous, but mine by default was like
It's
huge.
too big.
Yeah. So change that icon size. I have mine set to 20. I think that feels pretty good. I might change the offset of the y-axis a little bit, just so it's a little bit more. So yeah, you can play around with the size and position here. And the X and Y to move it left and down, up and right.
Okay.
If you want it to glow, like that proc glow that you get on your action bars sometimes, you know, like whenever you get a proc, that's what glow icons is. So feel free to have the checkbox or don't have the checkbox. Personally, I do not like to track my own CC on party frames because I already know I'm stunned. I'm literally the one who's stunned. So I exclude player because I could care less for myself. And I had never changed anything in advanced settings, so I keep simple settings checkbox turned on. But that's mini CC. Super basic, super easy. Make sure you turn off tests, by the way. So if you close that window and those kidney shots are still up on the player frames, go back in /mini cc and just hit test.
Alright.
From there, the only add-on, so escape add-ons, the only add-on that we haven't turned on is Leatrix Plus. This is, I mean, it's many different things in one. I really don't know how to describe it other than it just does a lot, so I'm just going to read the description.
Okay.
You could do like automate quest turn-ins, hide the talking head, so like, I don't know if you do PvE or...
I hate it.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. So
yeah.
Leatrix Plus can get rid of that. It can also do, I don't know, I just use it for all these little random things. But if you for sure want the talking head gone, that's the best way to do it. So just turn that on, refresh, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So once you reload your mini map, should have like a blue lightning bolt kind of, but not a lightning bolt icon.
Okay.
Leatrix Plus.
I see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and click that. You could type /LTP if you wanted to, but I use the...
So sorry. Wait, that was narcissist.
That's okay. You could also type /LTP.
I found it. Okay, I'm ready.
So if you click on home, nothing there. If you go to automation, there's some things there that you might want to do. Release in PvP, except summon, except resurrection are like the most freaking god tier things ever. Especially release in PvP, because I hate missing the timer by 1 second in a you know, like that can literally change the game. And then I turn on automatically sell junk, auto repair. Up to you. Don't spend gold on anything other than that. So under social, you can block like friend requests, crap like that if you want to. I just block pet battle duels because I've never done that in my life.
Okay.
Under the chat window, feel free to adjust this as you'd like. I personally don't have anything checked. There's nothing in here that really stood out to me. But you can kind of look through those and see if you're interested in turning on any of those.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Whatever you suggest.
Under text section,
Mhm.
hide error messages. I hate seeing at the top of my screen, you know, no target, not enough mana, not enough rage. So if you don't like that, check that box.
Okay.
On the interface tab, you could hit enhance minimap, and it changes your minimap to be more of like a square, and it's like a whole different thing. I don't know if yours is a circle right now. Mine is.
Circle. Yeah.
So if you don't like a circle and you want it a little bit different, or just to check it out, try something different, check the box. Don't check the box. Up to you. Same thing
Wait.
with like all of these extras.
What do you have?
So I don't have enhanced minimap turned on. I don't mind
Right,
that
then.
my minimap is a circle. Like that doesn't bother me. I honestly don't even use it unless I'm like in a city. I use my like battleground map, the zone map more.
Mhm.
So, but if you want to see what enhanced minimap does, it's just a different, like it turns it into a square instead of a circle. And it might look better, I don't know. But I know that it turns it into a square. Enhanced tooltip. I've never really dabbled with that, but again, that and dress up are things that you could just turn on and off. Yeah, some of this stuff isn't really neat because it's not really applicable anymore these days. Ready timer is actually pretty good. I'm gonna turn that on under that interface tab still. I like that. But I don't need anything else. So I can just check that on. Again, think about like how you want it, but at least mainly just know that this is where you can change some of those options if you ever did want to change it.
Where's the talking head?
Yes, that is under frames. So that was next. So if you click on frames, visibility on the right hand side, I have hide alerts, hide rested sleep, hide talk times.
Okay.
Under system, the only one in here that's really good is just to prevent you from having to do a console command. I have max camera zoom turned on. I do not need faster auto loop turned on because we already have an add-on that does that specific thing, and it does it very well because that's all it's programmed to do. If you wanted to turn on like faster movie skips, so like if you don't like cutscenes,
I don't. How do I get rid of that?
so that's still under system, right hand side, game options, like 6 down.
Thank you.
And then I have my loot hidden as well. I can't remember how I did that, but if you ever like when you open up those chests from Battlegrounds, you know, there's like 4 things that you get and they pop up over your action bars at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or do you want that gun?
I don't mind.
Okay. If I can't remember where that was here. But I'll find it somewhere. It's somewhere. I got that turned off. So when I find that, I'll send it to you that way too. So that way you kind of know.
Okay.
Do you have the bug grabber and bug sack turned on?
I think so. I'm not sure. Wait. Before I exit, it says to reload, right?
Yep. Go ahead and reload.
Okay, so bug sack. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fatality.
Yeah, but we're gonna turn it off. Don't worry. This is just like basically these two add-ons put together make it so even if your add-ons have a failure somewhere, it doesn't crash or it doesn't visually seem to like everything's just falling apart in front of you. So,
All right.
so turn those on, hit reload, and let me know.
I'm ready.
Okay. We're gonna go into our options. So escape options. Click on the tab for add-ons. Go to bug sack. Fourth option from the bottom is a sound. Feel free to select any sound you would like, but I select none because otherwise you're gonna get spammed with it anytime that there's an error. And there's a lot of errors currently because it's pre-patch.
I exited again. Sorry. Okay, so which one is it? Bug sack?
Bug sack, yep.
And then where do I go?
Fourth option from the bottom says sound. Currently yours probably says the word fatality.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear it, hit that little speaker sound just so you can hear it one last time, and then just change it to none. Fatality, fatality, fatality.
All right.
And that's that.
Wait, how do I turn it off?
Just pick the sound that says none. There's a specific sound. It's in
I
the
see.
ends, and it literally just says none. And so it won't play a sound.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
Indeed you are. There you go.